Hello, peoples. Now, one of the characters I'm about to review would hate what I currently have in this particular cup. That would be a mocha. She would prefer a beautiful cup of tea. Now, what does FAB, a pink limousine, an island, and a family of rescuers have in common? And I should add that this particular review is done in dedication of Bill Paxton. Yes. The live action version of Thunderbirds. Now, this is a double pack. I hit the first one. Now, we, at the time of this review, we lost Bill Paxton about a year ago, so this is in dedication of him. Now, Bill Paxton, also known from his work on, of course, Aliens, Titanic, and of course my favourite, Twister. I should also add this movie also contains one of the actors from ER, plays Brains, and I think his name is Anthony. You have High School Musical's Vanessa Ann Hutchins, which is what she's credited in this movie, but she became known mainly for Anne, for just drop the Ann and went Jennifer Hutchins. And also the actor who plays Lady P. I believe she was also in a Bond movie. She was in Bond 2 from the Daniel Craig era. This particular movie is pretty much, I would say, a bit of a love note to the original puppet animated series, they do make a little nod to that in a particular sequence towards the end where you see Alan Tracy have strings coming off his hand. I think it's really sweet. My mother, when this particular movie was released, despised it, and she still to this day doesn't like this particular movie. She grew up on the original. I want to say animated, but it's more puppeted. There was a remake of the TV series that was completely CGI, and I sat through a bunch of those episodes. I didn't really keep up with it. I thought it lost a lot of the charm from the original series. That's coming from me. And this kept a lot of the charm, I think, of the original. This was very much a coming-of-age story. Mainly, I would say the lead actor would be the actor who played Alan, Tintin, and Ferdinand, which I believe is an additional character. We have Jeff, the butler, and Brains' children. Now, I am aware that Brains never had a child in the original series, so that he was an additional. But I think it enhanced this particular movie, in my opinion. And Alan is pretty frustrated the fact that he wasn't allowed to go on any missions. I'm assuming he's high school age, because he does go to pretty much a prep school in Massachusetts, I'm going to butcher it, Massachusetts, which is where we find both Alan and Ferdinand at the start of the movie. Of course, delightful Penny picks them up to pretty much take them home. And Alan is very jealous of his brothers going on missions, and he is stuck at home. And that pretty much comes to a head when The Hood, played to the nines by Bill Kingsley, who I've reviewed him before in Iron Man 3. And he plays it so well. Who is Jeff's butler, manservant, chef, extraordinaire, brother and uncle to Tintin, and he is hell-bent on destroying Jeff's legacy, really. He plots to destroy them as a brand, Thunderbirds and the Tracy family in as well, so in its entirety. And lo and behold, his plan almost goes out without a hitch. But he thinks that Jeff and the rest of his sons have gone off to save the son that is stationed in the space station, also known as Thunderbird 5. I was going to say Thunderbird 8. It feels like that. And he completely almost forgets about Alan, which is stupid of you, Ben. And it's through Alan, Tracy, and Ferdinand that the whole Tracy family stays together. And fantastic final scene in London. I don't want to really give it away if you haven't seen the movie before, but because of what they do, they pretty much get accepted by Jeff, which is really beautiful to see. From them going, I don't want you going on adventures. I want you to be safe and at home. Mainly because in the backstory, Jeff had lost their mother in an avalanche, and I'm assuming Alan wasn't around. He doesn't really remember much of Mum, so that's where that comes in. So he sees in his eyes that it's this guy is up to it. So I like the movie. It's not one that I'll probably go out and buy on Blu-ray, but it's still a fantastic movie to absolutely. You can watch this with or without being a fan of the original puppet series. I would say almost scrap the animated series. Ugh. Scrap it, in my opinion. But what did you think of this? Please write down in the comment section below what you thought of Thunderbirds. And I shall see you very soon. Ciao.